He is my candidate because he has the brains and the vision for the future.
I think Senator Obama has historically been very supportive of women, first in his community organizing in Chicago, then his work with equal pay for equal work, his work for families, his work for health care, and I think he respects women greatly.
I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, I'm an aunt, I'm a cousin, I'm a sister, and I'm a friend, and I want to see Barack Obama in the White House come January 20th.
I've been a reproductive rights and choice advocate for a long, long time, and he is 100% behind freedom of choice around Roe v. Wade. And you know, the interesting thing about Roe v. Wade is people try to put it like, oh, you're for abortion. You're really not. You're for choice. But he is a supporter of Roe v. Wade, and John McCain is not, and Sarah Palin is definitely not. And you know, the Supreme Court justices, there could be as many as 3. There could be more than that in the next president's term. And I have Republican women, and I can't give their names unless they do, that are voting for Barack Obama for that reason.
What struck me when I first met Barack was that even though he had this funny name, and even though he had grown up all the way across the continent in Hawaii, his family was so much like mine. He was raised by grandparents who were working class folks just like my parents, and by a single mother who struggled to pay the bills just like we did. And like my family, they scrimped and saved so that he could have opportunities that they never had for themselves. And Barack and I were raised with so many of the same values. Like, you work hard for what you want in life, that your word is your bond, that you do what you say you're gonna do, that you treat people with dignity and respect, even if you don't know them, and even if you don't agree with them.
I've been such a pessimist for so long. There's a little bit in the back of my head going, hey, you can sort of be an optimist. It's like, well, with a lot of work, maybe people can be optimistic, but they have to wake up and start to try and fight for what we want.
We need as many volunteers as we can because there's always doors to knock on, always phone calls to make, and always voters to register.
See, the Barack Obama I know today is the same man I fell in love with 19 years ago. He's the same man who drove me and our new baby daughter home from the hospital 10 years ago this summer, inching along at a snail's pace, peering at us anxiously through the rearview mirror, feeling the whole weight of her future in his hands, determined to give her everything he'd struggled so hard for himself, determined to give her something he never had, the affirming embrace of a father's love.
Barack Obama is absolutely the person, the candidate who is going to take us in the new direction that we need. I feel like it's important for me, for my future. It's really important for my children's future. It's really unthinkable that he would not be the president. I couldn't imagine a world where he would not lead our country. He's the most inspiring leader that I have ever heard. I'm so energized whenever I hear him speak. I'm so inspired by the amount of people who have come out to work on this campaign, and it is so clear that this is the time for this man to run our country and to lead us.